everyone, welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I'm going to do a playthrough of Stardew Valley. I'm a totally new beginner, so I may not do everything perfectly. Okay, not totally new, but I've played Spring quite a few times. Anyways, this is just me settling the settings. What I usually try to do is just skip the intro, choose my farm, and I also make the community center year 1 completable. So I have a plan on day 1. I want to get a chest as quickly as possible because so that I can store my stuff and I can go and collect some forageables. So I usually just try to cut down wood as quickly as possible, and then I'll make my way to the forest to collect the spring onions, because I just believe that spring onions disappear by afternoon, so I have to go really early in the morning. That's why I rushed there. As you can see, I'm going there right now. Honestly, the controls on my phone are not that good, so I get stuck a little bit. But that's alright, because as I'm recording this after I've done my playthrough, I would say it was a pretty decent playthrough to at least day 3 or day 4. I forgot when this recording ends. Okay, so I've collected my spring onions. Seems like there aren't much spring onions, which is honestly quite sad, but there are other forageables. Honestly, I think that the forageables are really little. So I'm gonna have to make do with the little forageables I have. I'm planning to sell them after this because my priority is to earn money at the start so that I can upgrade my backpack. And one of the things I want to do by day 2 is to buy myself the upgraded fishing rod. Okay, I forgot what's the name of that fishing rod, but yeah, that one costs 1,800. It may not be achievable, but at least I hope to get it by the start of day 3. Okay, which I'm not gonna spoil for you when I got the fishing rod. You're gonna have to wait for what happens. So this is just me walking around looking for some forageables, but it doesn't seem like there are much, which is honestly quite a waste of time. But then again, I feel that energy is quite limited on day 1 unless I eat my forageables, which it's just a waste, I feel. Now I'm going to the beach because I have absolutely nothing to do. I'm running out of forageables. The beach has some stuff, and I thought I could sell them, but it seems like you can't sell stuff on the first day. So I'm heading back to the shop to sell whatever I have, and then get some beanstalk and cauliflower because I don't like to worry about them in the middle of spring. I actually prefer to... Okay, this is just me going back to look for more forageables because I want to make sure I get all the forageables before I go and sell them, so I don't go back and forth. Yeah, so what was I saying? Oh my god, I forgot. What was I saying? Okay. Anyways, I'm just selling my forageables now. Oh yeah, I wanted to buy beanstalk and cauliflower so that I don't have to worry about them in the middle of the season. And now I'm going back to plant my seeds. I haven't planted my parsnips, if you haven't noticed. So I'm planting them now because I wanted to get my forageables first and then plant my seeds. I try not to expend any energy before I plant my seeds, because I have to plant my seeds. So I try not to cut down too many things at the start. But you don't really spend energy cutting down grass, so cutting down grass is like one of the main things I do at the start of day one. On day one, because you can't really do much on day one unless you consume the forageables. But again, I wanted to save the money that I got from selling the forageables for buying my fishing rod, because then I can fish better quality fish and it's a better use of my time overall. So now that I've done everything I possibly could want to do in a day, I'm just clearing up my farm with the remaining energy that I have left. And yeah, it looks really neat now, which is really, really cool. I try to clear as much grass as possible because, for the tillable areas, so that I don't have to clear them next time, because time is such a precious resource, right? So clearing grass is like, you can do it on day one. Other days it's better to focus on other more important things than clearing grass. So now I'm gonna continue clearing grass because I want to get some wild seeds. I may not want to buy more seeds on day one, but I can get wild seeds, which are pretty much equivalent to just buying more seeds. So clear grass and get wild seeds, and then I'll plant them later. So it does seem like I'm running out of energy, but somehow I made it work. I actually managed to plant all of my wild seeds. Although I'm always bordering on exhaustion, but I honestly wouldn't recommend you to get exhausted, because it takes away half your energy. Yeah. So now we are going on to day 2. Day 2 is pretty exciting. I made quite a lot of mistakes on day 2, but that's how it is sometimes. So I'm just watering my plants today. And I like to refill my watering can on the day itself, just so I kind of can start the next day early in the morning and get whatever I need to get done. So especially if I'm not rushing on the day, I would just refill my watering can at the end of my watering session. Now I have 3 forageables. Honestly, I've wanted to sell them, but looking at the time, it's not 9 a.m. yet. So I'm just gonna bring them for fishing and maybe consume them for energy. And again, it's not 9 a.m. But I kind of wanted to I think I wanted to sell these forageables before I go fishing, which was honestly quite a waste of time, but I did what I did. So yep, here is me waiting for it to open. I talked to Shane because I want to get to know him first before all the other characters. So one of my priorities in this playthrough might actually be to give as many gifts as I can to Shane and engage him for the first flower dance. Because I always get so annoyed when I don't have anyone to do the flower dance with. Anyways, after I've sold all my forageables, okay, I think the reason why I wanted to sell my forageables is because I wanted to get the rod by today, right? So if I sell it now, there's a higher chance that I can sell all my fish and get the more advanced rod. Yeah, so this is me fishing. I'll be pretty much fishing the whole day, so it's not anything quite interesting. But I honestly don't really recommend fishing in the sea because the sea is just such a bad place to fish. I mean, when I fished up in the mountains in my other playthroughs, I got way higher quality fish and it was much easier to catch these fish, and they're definitely worth more. So not recommended to fish here, but I just wanted to get the rod by today, which honestly I got quite close, right? Okay, this is a spoiler. I got quite close, but I should have just, not take the chance and just go fishing on top of the mountain. But it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's not like it's a very bad thing to do either. So usually when I fish, I don't actually take up the trash. Like, for example, you see the glasses. It's a form of trash, but I would just keep it in my inventory until I get, my inventory full. Then I'll trash away the pair of glasses because I want to save time, right? So this is me fishing as fast as I can so that I can get enough fishes for the rod. For me, I typically don't go for chests at the start because I don't have backpack space. So I prioritize fishes because they get me money. So yeah. This is just me. Oh, wow. Do you see the bubbles there? Yeah, I decided not to go and get them, although I saw it, because the amount of time it takes to walk to those bubbles is just not worth the money. And usually bubbles, I don't feel they give very good stuff anyways. Okay, so by 3+, I was set to prepare myself to go into the fish shop to sell my fishes. Unfortunately, I just kept on getting a lot of seaweed, which is quite frustrating. As you can see, the fishes aren't that easy to catch. They move around a lot for a 3-inch sardine. Not really a good deal if you think about it. So yeah, I would suggest going up to the mountains instead. This is an example of me trying to get rid of the trash once I have not enough storage space. Okay, so now I'm rushing in and I'm selling all my stuff. I'm gonna sell every single fish, even though I know I need it for the community center. But now the community center is not my priority. I can always do it after I've planted my strawberries on day 13. So my priority now is to really get enough backpack space. So, well, first the fishing rod and then the backpack space, because I know I'm going to be fishing for the rest of the 2 days. So getting a better fishing rod means better profits. And I'm going to have to get the fishing rod anyways, so why not get it now, right? Yeah, as you can see, I sold all my fish and I didn't get 1,800, so I couldn't buy a fishing rod. So I decided to go up to the mountain lake because I just felt that the sea wasn't worth my time anymore. And now that I've cleared my backpack, I can just go up there and fish. So I pretty much spent my entire day to just fishing. Yeah, you can You can continue watching me fishing if you want, or you can just skip this part. But it's just a bunch of like me trying to get perfect fishes. One thing I hate about using the phone to play is that sometimes when I want to fish, I accidentally walk to another area for some reason. I think it's kind of like a bug. Or maybe it's just bad control sensing. Not very sure about that. Yeah, but it seems like all my fishes are just not of high quality. So I should have just fished in the mountains from the start. Instead of in the ocean, I would have gotten much higher quality fishes. Wow, look at this fish. I'm sure it's not even worth the effort. Wow, I almost lost it. But yeah, it's probably not even worth the effort for such a jumpy fish. Look at that. It's just a chub. What a difficult chub to catch, honestly. Okay, so I happened to run out of energy just at the right time. I ate one seaweed so I could continue fishing. I mean, one algae. Yeah, so after I fished, I usually fish about until 11 and then I'll rush back. So as you can see, I'm rushing back right now with the algae on top of my head because the thing about fishing is I usually have to select something aside from the fishing rod and then I just rush back really fast. Look at me, I'm just running back. And I got stuck in the woods, but yeah, I still managed to make it back on time. Just selling my fishes and then rushing back to sleep. And so now it is day 3. As you can see, I have enough money for a fishing rod, so I'm gonna go get my fishing rod. But first, I want to put back my fishing rod. You see, okay, so I walked a little bit and I made the mistake of not putting back my fishing rod. So here I am putting back my bamboo fishing rod because it's gonna take up my inventory space, which honestly, I do not want to have my inventory space taken up. And I collected the dandelion for food. And again, my timing is pretty bad. I probably should have done something else in the meantime, but I just walked to the shop, the fish shop, to wait. Of course, I had to sell some forageables in the meantime. But as you can see, I'm early again and it's not open. So I'm pretty much just not doing anything for the next hour, which is quite a waste of time. Okay, so now he's back in the shop and I'm back too. I got the rod and I got some bait because why not? I wanted to try getting bait. And because I had such a bad experience fishing in the sea yesterday with not much profit, I decided to just go straight back up to the mountain river or the mountain lake to fish. As you can see, I'm ignoring all the forageables because I know I simply do not have backpack space for it. Okay, I don't know why I took this one. I just thought I needed the extra food for energy. And yeah, here is me fishing. I equipped the bait to the rod, by the way. Well, it seems like today's fishes are much easier to catch. Maybe it's because of the bait. But it's probably because I'm using a fiberglass rod and I'm on a mountain lake. So I'm just gonna be fishing the whole day again. And you can fast forward this part if you want to. Unless you like watching me fish. Honestly, I really hate it whenever there's a chest. I know this sounds so weird, but chests are one of the most annoying things to me because I really want my inventory space, especially on the first few days. For my fishes, not for stuff like coal or aquamarine. As you can see, I quickly run out of inventory. So I have to eat my forageables. This is me eating another forageable because I ran out of inventory again. And the thing about fishing is that you have to eat your forageables early. I mean, your food sources, because if you have caught the fish and you haven't eaten them, you pretty much have to throw them away or throw the fish away. So there are a few instances here where I literally threw my fishes away, which is not a good idea. You should probably eat your fishes before you throw them. But clearly, I did not plan properly, so that's just how it is. Look, another chest. My greatest nightmare. But luckily it has coal, which I already have, so doesn't seem like quite a bad deal to me. But I did have to dispose one of my fishes. Today's fishes are strangely easy to catch. Usually I dispose fishes that don't have any stars, because I can't really estimate what is their cost anyway, especially because I'm a beginner. Today's fishing session looks pretty productive. I'm getting a lot of fishes, so I think bait is a good idea, honestly, because it gets fishes so fast. Yep, look at me, I'm not even trying to get the chest this time. Sometimes it's just better not to get the chest if the chest is too far away from the fish. Because I've lost the fish way too many times trying to get the chest, and it's totally not worth it. Yep, so here is me trying to get rid of more fishes to make space for other fishes. It seems like I still have a lot of energy for the fact that it's 6 p.m, but I still have like so much energy. It's a little bit concerning because I'll be wasting energy. Hopefully my fishing consumes up all the energy, so, I would feel like I've made full use of my day. So my goal by tomorrow, hopefully, is to get a backpack upgrade because I want to continue fishing for maybe another day. And then on day 5, I'll have to go and do a lot of things like mining if it's a good luck day. I also have to go to the community center to unlock the wizard cutscene. I forgot what else happens on day 5, but I think mining is a pretty big deal. Hopefully it's a good luck day, if not I'll have to wait. Oh, and day 5 is also the day where I harvest my parsnips. So once I harvest my parsnips, I'll have to buy potatoes and plant them. And that will take some energy. So if I'm planning on day 4, I'll probably save a few fishes if I'm fishing for food. Because day 5 will be a tiring day. And it'll take up a lot of energy. So I would say day 3, profits. Day 4, half profits, half energy source. Yeah. I wouldn't really prioritize profits on day 4. I would just get whatever seeds I can get from my parsnips. Whatever money I can get from my parsnips to buy potato seeds on day 5. Okay, this is just me wasting time because, again, the controls aren't really good, so I had to fish at another area, and I pretty much tossed out my fishing line. Yeah, that's just me being silly, trying to pick up the forageable when my inventory is full. Just selling the fishes real quick. And it's time for me to go and sleep. Very nice. I've gone up by 2 levels of fishing again. And now it's day 3. And I have 2,000 gold. That's enough for a backpack upgrade. That's really great. So I've come to the end of my first part of this playthrough. And continue watching if you'd like to see more. Thank you and see you next